Istio was actually open sourced and got uh, marketing momentum a little bit sooner than its production readiness, right? So it got a lot of attention, I think, because of the rise of it. The timing was at the rise of Kubernetes, and Kubernetes was gaining momentum, and all the problems that people were having there, it was meant to solve. So obviously, a lot of eyes and attention came to it at that early time, and it took its time to become like production grade, like any other sort of infra project. But it has been there for last more than a couple of years now, right? Uh, so now we see significant adoption for it. We see people who are coming new to Kubernetes, like basically almost assuming that uh, things like Istio are part of the stack. So Kubernetes is just includes that. But one thing I would say is like Matt mentioned, not many people realize that Envoy at Lyft was when there wasn't any Kubernetes, right? He was actually running, Lyft was running mostly on EC2s and other native AWS services, and it's first running as an edge proxy, right? And then later as an internal sidecar proxy. So the concept of Istio are all sort of applicable in non-container, non-Kubernetes runtimes as well. And it's just that it hasn't been made easy. It's not like everybody understands how to do that. And it's not that everybody understands, okay, to start with Ingress, this is how you would start, make it easy, start having your observability and traffic resiliency getting solved, onboard certain things onto mesh as the ones that are you can easily onboard. Maybe don't go into data services at the get-go, and then gradually you can expand from there, is not something that is easy for people to do. I guess that is one of the reasons why got me started to doing Tetrate, is that uh, how to make this widely adoptable across all runtimes and in all platforms, and do it in a way that you can go at it incrementally, right? And as you asked the question, about the future of Envoy, like a lot of future vertical products that are getting made are around like software load balancing or software API gateways or software edge serving, and these are examples of products that can and will be sort of disrupted as more and more of these sort of cloud native technologies starts to get used into people's sort of traffic serving. And I see Istio playing a key role in expanding in that direction. So it's gradually getting to a state of uh, core stability and now like extensibility with all the WASM and extensions that can be written. It's making its roads into other runtimes, and making it possible to do it in simple virtual machines and so on. And it's also making itself possible to do things like you don't have one Kubernetes cluster. You have, if you take the bet on it, you'll have n, and you'll keep growing on those, and then nothing is sitting in an island, so everything is eventually talking to each other. And then problems start to become even more hairy in terms of traffic routing, load balancing, and all of that. So I think those are the problems that the project is aiming to solve, and frankly some of them Tetrate as a company is aiming to solve. And I see huge potential there in terms of what is possible, right? Like we've barely started scratching the surface of what's possible here, and really the people who have touched the project is like some percentage or small percentage of like Kubernetes, which itself is a small percentage of the world. So it hasn't by any stretch has not gone mainstream, and it's ways to go to get there. And the interesting thing here is that as long as XDS Envoy and XDS is sort of the is like the S3 for mesh, and it's becoming. I mean, it's almost already become sort of the universal data plane. And as long as we do that, and we can keep growing capabilities of control planes and expanding them to runtimes, I think there is humongous possibilities of what where Istio project and overall this technology can do to help people. So excited about that, and what's possible there.